So I cannot remember where we left off. Okay, so we're on the 4th floor. I'm waiting for your stream. Thank God you came. Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad that that you were waiting out for us. Yeah, we just ran a bit late because we were doing my visa interview today and everything. So it's been. I knew that we were gonna be. It was gonna be a late one tonight. So I did try to warn everyone first. But yeah, it's definitely a late one tonight. I'll probably go till like about like 11:30 or so. Oh god. Okay. Daniel, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for the like, Alex. Thank you. Oh, I think I've got this quite loud. Alright. Let's see, what have we got? Now, I'm silent, just watching your gameplay. Well, you don't have to be silent. You can chat with us. There's no problem with that. Just I think so. This is the last place that we go to before the final boss. One of my favorite dungeons, to be honest. And then, of course, after the final boss, we get to play. We get to go in the Demon Shaft. You like a AA Legend player? I don't know about that. But thank you very much for coming in and hanging out with us. Oh God. Does that little PlayStation make that noise? Oh my God, rattling. Oh yeah, we got him. Ugh, I hope my PlayStation's not gonna like bust itself again. It's starting to make like weird noises again. I think I'm gonna have to deal with that later. That's a tomorrow Amanda job though, I think. I think today Amanda's a bit too tired for that sort of thing. I've just got enough energy to come in here and hang out with you guys and play some awesome games. Fixing stuff at the moment is not what I want to do. Oh wait, I have to go to items. I think, yeah, he straight up poisoned me. How dare you? It doesn't help either that I've had far less caffeine than I normally have as well. Alright, I need to pay more attention to my weapon. Yeah. And he's dead. Okay. So everyone's weapons are starting to do better and better as well. I think that if I'm remembering correctly where we left off last time, I kind of wanted to like upgrade this sun sword or whatever the heck it's called, so that I could put it on the sword I'm going to be trying to upgrade to the Chronicle. Scott, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, funds increased. Nice. Sam, thanks for the like on the stream. Welcome in. Welcome in, you guys. Oh dear lord, this place has been mimic galore. Boom. Yeah, it's just nice to just... Ugh. Yeah, it's been such a taxing day. Just, ugh. But glad that it's over. And I'm super stoked that it seems to have gone well. So just unwinding with some video games is like the perfect way to end this day, I think. It's gonna be a lot to do tomorrow though, because obviously, because Alex and I are both gone, we've still got loads of stuff to do tomorrow, like lots of cleaning and all that lovely jazz. But I'm super, super excited that all of it's kind of done. Oh, titties! Get out of here, you fucking asshole. Oh, he's blocking me again. Come on. Boom! Nice. Okay. I'm assuming that this box actually should... I thought it was going to be fine. I thought I had... explored most of the rooms. Because that is not the case. I was assuming that that was going to be the magical crystal. The one that tells you, like, kind of where everything is. Alright, let's see. Come here, you bastard. Okay, let's see what this is. Funds decreased. Oh, so I'm back to probably what I was then. Because I had a funds increased and then a funds decreased one. Okay. Okay, Towen, you... Actually, you might... Oh, no. Just don't let it bite you. There's tons of, like, there's no point in me wasting an item, actually, at this point to heal Towen, because there's, like, 2 different pools where I can heal myself here, so... Just seems a bit silly to waste items that cost money, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Boom. Oh, hopefully that coffee gives me the boost I need this evening. How is everybody doing today? Ooh, items. Actually, I'm pretty sure I got a... There you are. Nice. Full up again. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Mega Man Willie, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. We are just on the 4th floor of the Gallery of Time. I'm hoping that we are going to be able to finish the Gallery of Time tonight, actually. I don't think that we're going to be able to fight the Dark Genie stats of equipped weapon change. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to fight the Dark Genie tonight, but I want to at least try to get to him. Nice, caught you kind of early. Yeah, this we only just started about 10 minutes ago or so. I actually came on a bit later than usual just because we were super busy today. Oh wait, I was gonna check these bad boys. Yeah, we were in London today, dealing with my visa stuff. So yeah, lots of it was just very busy, just a very busy day. I'm sorry if I seem like off. I've had a lot less caffeine than I normally have, and and I'm super tired. To the next floor. Just go straight into it. Oh. 21 years ago. So you're gonna notice here that it starts looking kind of nicer and nicer. Let's see. Oh, okay, so that was like right away as well. Okay, you know what? Let's just go down. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I forgot that these guys are in here. Oh. Whoa. He straight up killed me. That was nuts. Did I not, why can't I? There we go. Boom. Did I not heal Toan? I thought that I did. Either that or that guy was super strong. That guy might have been super freaking strong. Let's see. Oh yes, we're gonna want to... Boom. There we go. Use that bad boy on him. Some chicken. Some delicious premium chicken. And then we'll bring it back to Toan. There we go. Ah! God, this sword, I tell ya. Hoping to get their weapons up a little bit. Toan's at least. Like, at least Toan's. And run away. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, we got him. We got him. Awesome. Okay, so go into weapon. Upgrade that. Probably looks like it might need some more endurance as well, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. Let's see if we got any of that. I don't think we do. Let's see. What's on here? Nope. Okay, so that's at +3 now, which is great. So we just need to get it up by another 2, and then we'll be good. Okay, so you actually need that, I think. Yep. Destruction ring. And then crystal ring +5. Oh yes, I think I was gonna take that destruction ring and put it on that one, wasn't I? On the crystal ring. So let's see, build up. Underholy. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely what we were doing. Okay, so that makes so much sense. That makes tons of sense. Ooh, excuse me. I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. And then, sometimes I put stuff in there when I'm like completely full, so I have no idea where else to put it. Alright, that is totally fine though. I don't know if I think I might just sell that blessing gun because I really don't want to accidentally put that special, that fragile thing on any of my other weapons, because that's the freaking last thing that I need. But we're gonna stick with Toan for now. Oh. There we go. Glorious. Okay. Oh, tits. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Perfect. And we got literally just a stone. Okay. Oh, he does take you out, like, straight away. Man, that is hardcore. I might have to start just using Zayo with this dude. Because that is crazy. Let's see, so what kind of defense does Toan got here? He's got 56, 50, 58, 56, 57, 53. And he's got one of the highest, he's got 60, 40, 60, one of the highest freaking health as well. My days. Okay. Well, that's fine. So we'll do that. And Lucas, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. We are just playing some Dark Cloud here, trying to unwind after a long day. We're trying to upgrade some weapons. This is the final dungeon area before the final boss, and then there's like a bonus dungeon at the end, but yeah, this is the final so far. Okay, so we've got that key, which is quite good, so that means that the door is going to be somewhere up here. Oh, he got me though. There we go. Alright, bring that back. Yeah, this weapon's been falling apart super fast. I have a feeling we're gonna have to leave the dungeon after this. Oh, hello. Looks like we might only be able to do, like, so long as I'm getting this up. Oh, okay. Alright, at least these guys have things that I can kill without dying too quickly, so that's good. But yeah, it's for sure looking like, we are gonna have to go up after this floor just to get some more repair powders. I guess some more stand-in powders and the revival powders as well, since Towan's actually died a couple of times. It's just madness. Oh, not this fucking guy. Come on, Zeo. There we go, yeah. That's a big ol' no thanks for me, Mr. Rash Dasher. Damn it. He got me. Perfect. Alright, what's this fucking guy doing? Yeah, they're all really big hitters. All very big hitters, these guys. So I'm kind of glad that I won't be using this sword for too long. I'm obviously just going to level it up and put it on the one that I'm turning into the Chronicle. Because this sword, like, otherwise it's not cutting it very well. I think we're going to go up, though. Derek, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, we only started about 20 minutes or so ago, so we are still quite early in the gallery of time. Still trying to make some of Seta's memories here. You have arrived. Welcome in. How are you doing today? This freaking guy. I tell you what, stop blocking. There we go. Glorious. Okay. Let's see. I don't think we're able to finish this memory yet, are we? Oh, we actually are. Perfect. Okay. The memory fragments are like so, yeah, there's the cutscene, like you want more from it. Like I always I prefer watching them all at once. Like I like to watch them as I finish them, but then I like to do like a full, I think it does it automatically at some point as well. It does them all like at once. I'm gonna go bring Tone up here and heal him. And then, yeah, I think we're gonna have to go back, talk to the Fairy King, try and get some freaking items here, because, yeah, these guys are hardcore. I forgot how hardcore they are. I'm already seriously lacking in items, especially repair powders. Tone, what are you doing? There we go. Yeah, I'm getting excited. I do love this dungeon. Let's see. Perfect. Beautiful. It'll just be quick because we will just be like quickly just booting out, talking to the Fairy King, getting out of here. We just want to sell and buy a couple of things. Hi. Can I buy some items? Let's see. So, I'm gonna, that's like nothing, but you know. If I do this, sell that, that. Perfect. I should have enough for everything, I would think. Let's see. Ooh. Buy that last. Alright. Oh, wait. I think I can actually... Let me check in items. Perfect. I forgot about that. Okay, so actually... That works out super, super well for me. So I need 2 of each of those. There's a freaking level up powder in here as well. I completely forgot about that. That works out really well for me too. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, that works out really well. Perfect. Now we can freaking sell stuff. I mean, buy stuff. That is great. I love how if you approach the final gate before the boss in the Gallery of Time when you haven't watched all the memories yet, some voice tells you that you must know the full truth before proceeding, once again adding even more to the already haunting atmosphere. I didn't know that. That's really cool, actually. I had no idea because I've never gone to the final boss before without having checked out the memories. That's really nifty, actually. That's really cool. I'm gonna sell that because yeah, we definitely won't be using that. Not way in hell. Perfect. And we'll just quickly save again. Not that it matters a ton, but you know. Brittany, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in. Hey, how are you doing? Did I save? I saved, didn't I? I'm gonna do it again. That's fine. Yeah, how are you doing today, Brittany? Thank you so much for the share as well. I'm okay, just hanging out. Me too, me too. Just hanging out, relaxing. I am absolutely exhausted. I did a lot of walking today, so it's a lot, well, I mean a lot more than usual. Surgery is tomorrow, so chillin'. Well, good luck with everything, and yeah, definitely make sure to keep chilling and relaxing, and keep your strength up, and just take good care of yourself. Yeah, just make sure you just relax and just and yeah, I hope everything goes perfectly for you. Going this way. Oh, it's just... Oh my goodness gracious. What? Look at all these guys. No. Listen. Okay, so it only takes about 2. No, get away, because they're gonna attack you. Alright. Oh, titties. I should only need 1 more. Yeah, there we go. Stop running away from me, you coward. Boom. There we go. Man, that guy was like absolutely desperate to get away from me. Absolutely desperate. The only reason I haven't shared any of these streams is because the only people I've friended on Facebook are my boomer family members. Honestly, don't even worry about it. Seriously, don't even worry about it. Just like coming in here and hanging out and chatting, and just like it means so much to me that you guys come in here and hang out. So don't ever feel obligated that you don't ever feel obligated to send stars or to share on your freaking Facebook profile or anything like that. Honestly, just thank you so much for coming in and supporting the stream and everything. Seriously, don't worry about any of that stuff. It's totally fine. It is not even slightly a problem. Please don't worry about anything like that. It's just more than enough for me to get to meet all of you guys and hang out with everybody and just play some freaking awesome video games while socializing with ya. It's like the highlight of my day. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be freaking... Yeah, definitely. I think we can get... Look at this. Look at all these freaking... Listen here. That's right, you back away from me. There's gonna be a freaking another one, isn't there? Why is this Billy City? Billy City. Okay, listen. Damn it. I swear to God, if this is a king mimic, I'm gonna cry. Alright, it's not. It's not. Let's go with the little box. A carrot? Ugh. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Alex was just saying it should show you what you could have had just to make things worse. Honestly, I would be interested to know what would have been in the big box. Because that's the thing is, I always pick the little box now at this point because, I don't know, whenever I've gotten... What the heck? Listen here, you be careful or you'll fall. There, get away from me, little bugger. But yeah, whenever I've gotten good things like a diamond or a ruby, just like a gemstone or something, it's always been the little ones. If I had to live in cyberspace for 10 years while some bullshit was happening in the real world, I think I'd recreate Norun Village and live in it. Oh, that's a good choice. I do. Norun Village is super cute. I think, personally, that I would maybe do Matataki Village because that place looks chill as fuck. There's a big old friggin' forest there, and it's the friggin' the head of the village, the village god or whatever, is literally a tree, and everybody lives in these lovely really homey homes, and there's that big river. They're not all in tree houses, though. It's only a couple people. But, yeah, it's just, Matataki Village looks like it would just be so chill. But then it's like, look at your feeties. Get your foot away from my phone, you sicko. You freaking sicko. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, he's touching my stuff with his foot. Yeah, I think maybe for me it would be Matataki Village. I do like Queens a lot though as well. That's it, you freaking asshole. Oh my god, look at that. Look at the amount that he freaking... Look what he did to my boy. Ugh. Yeah, my Towen's getting his ass kicked. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? These guys are all... Let's heal our weapon first, because these guys are like, first campaign acquired. God, that is ominous. Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, and yeah, that is a bit of an ominous memory, isn't it? So it's like well named. Very well named. Alright, listen here. Everybody in my general vicinity is going to die. Everybody needs to just stay away from me. Stop jumping away from me, you jerk face. Oh, you and your stupid face and your shoes. Ugh. Alright, there we go. I think we're good for that little section. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go to the next spot. Oh my days. Just more of these fucking guys. The bats are what annoy me. Listen here, you jackass. There. Screw you! I'm the best. You suck. That enemy looks like Chocobo. Oh, the Billy, he's got like a weird face and like, so there's ice ones and like fire ones. The ice one I think is in Queens. The fire one is in the Sun and Moon Temple. Oh, great, yay. I got a freaking magical stone that tells me where everything is when I've already gotten everything. Another reason I like the Gallery of Time so much is the enemies. They tend to be really cool looking, except for those damn Billies. They really don't belong there. Yeah, they are kind of like a strange addition. I think that when they decided to add them in the shipwreck in Queens, they were like, how do we drag this enemy out as much as possible? Like, let's make him completely different elements and then just stick him in the last couple of areas. Like, I think that they must have like really liked that enemy and they were like, we just want to keep using him. We just want to keep going with this. This is great. This is fantastic and we want to keep doing it. There we go. Alright, back to items here. Oh my god, look at this. He's getting rid of my friggin'... Towen's using my stuff up so fast with his breakable ass sword. Sorry, I know I'm drinking a lot of my coffee here. I'm just trying to like friggin' like get that caffeine into my veins. Wake me up a bit. Yeah, see the carpet's already starting to look a lot better as well. Like it's not obviously perfect or anything, but like what do we got? What do we got? What do we got here? Oh no, my god, Towen. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Screw you guys. Dead. Screw you, bat. Ooh, yes. Upgrade the sun sword again. Oh, we just need to do it one more time, you guys. One more time, and then we're good. Customize. Let's give you a little bit more endurance, magic, and attack right now, because you know what? Like, this is... butt heads. Alright, let's go over here. And we're healed again. And screw you! Heh. Damn it. I'm so glad that this water's right here. Oh. Try that again. I actually don't mind the cards. I think that they're kind of interesting. Bit of a weird addition, but it's whatever. All right, let's go. Perfect. Let's go this way. Go that way first. I guess there's no enemies in this room. Oh, well, I spoke way too soon. Damn it. Get away from me, toothy fox. There we go. To make it even cooler, they return in the final dungeon of Dark Cloud 2 as well. Oh, that's pretty cool. I really like all the card enemies in this dungeon. Yeah, they move so unnaturally and seem intentionally over-designed. Yeah, I do. I think I like them quite a bit as well, to be honest. I think that they're strange, but I think that's why I like them. Yeah, screw you, mimic, douchebag. Alright, let's go. Oh, looks like an Osmond area. Ooh, the fountain is coming back. We've got the fountain back. Dear Lord. This is straight up Mimic City here. Alright, let's friggin' better heal this weapon again. For sure. Because this is getting, yeah, it was getting a bit too low. And especially when fighting a mimic. It's like a bit dangerous to be messing with it so low. Alright, let's see. Well, okay. I don't know. I'm suspicious. Yeah. It's probably good to be suspicious because these fucking guys are everywhere. Ah, you got the high ground, but I still won. Screw you. There's a big one around here too, isn't there? Oh, are you gonna be one? Yes. Guess the trap. I'm gonna say poison. Oh. Oh well. Now we know. Satan's ring. Ruby. My girl. What have you got? Nice. And let's see, what's up with you? So, a lot of enemies from the first game return in the second game, though they pop up at different points. Some of them look quite different. For example, the evil dancers come in the second game, though for some reason there, they made them recolors of a new enemy introduced in Dark Cloud 2 called Griffin Soldiers. Huh, that's pretty interesting. I didn't realize that. I am thinking that I might want to play, like, do a replay of Dark Cloud 2 again at some point, because I do feel like maybe when I was younger, I didn't give it enough of a chance. I think maybe I should. I'm not in the market to be buying any more games at the moment. I think that I'll probably... But yeah, we're getting close to a break there. But I think I am going to buy it eventually. I think I really will. Once I tick off the rest of my RPGs kind of on my list. Because I've got like a list, like a backlog. Okay, we're gonna need to use Zao because that guy is like for real. Where is he? Yeah, good job, Zao. Let's try this out. Oh, great. Build up. Shades attack, magic. Fire, thunder, wind, holy. And undead. Hey. Oh no, we don't need that. But we do need thunder. Nice. I think we will definitely be going back to Towin though. He still needs to bring that up a bit. Alright. Yeah, screw you. Stream the second game, I tune into that. Oh, for sure. For sure. If once I do buy it, it will definitely be done on stream. I might do a blind stream of it as well. So like, because I don't know a ton about the second game. Like I've heard things like, but I've never actually, like, I don't know a ton of spoilers about the game. So I think I might do a blind playthrough as well, like not knowing anything. Like where I don't look anything up, but it depends. It depends. But for sure I will be streaming it regardless of like how I decide to play it. I will definitely be streaming it. Yeah. Screw you, you little bugger. Hi, Ryan. How are you doing today? Welcome into the stream. How are you? We are only about 46 minutes in at the moment. Just getting some Dark Cloud done tonight. Relaxing. Got some nice hot coffee. Got my fuzzy blanket, a nice comfy sweater. Oh, and I am just relaxing. I love the item sprites in the game. They look really cool, especially the set of memory pieces. Yeah, they are really cool. I do like all of those. Like when you're like putting stuff back together, like just the little. Yeah, I do love the look of them. I know what you mean. Wow, really? Nothing? This is so... Oh, I already had the friggin'... I don't know why I'm so surprised. Oh, scheiße. Alright, who else is in here? Damn it! Listen here, frickin' bugger. Get away from me! Yeah, that's right. Screw you. You bitch. god, it's gonna be a mimic, isn't it? Oh, I knew it. Item. Oh, I should have known. What we got going on up here? Yeah, that's fine. May as well put this up here though, because this is gonna disappear. Oh my days. Thank you for the like, Ryan. Thank you so much. I'm in my car in the Walmart parking lot. Yeah, we got home like a couple of hours ago. But we've basically been having to like do our whole day's worth of stuff we would have been doing while we were gone in these couple of hours. We had a very late dinner as well. The little dude's in bed though, so and everything's like kind of tidy, so we're pretty much good here. But yeah, it has been quite the busy day, so just relaxing and attempting to. Oh, there he goes. Nice gameplay. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, another one. Here we go. Don't quite understand why the wizard was part of this memory, but okay. Little bit weird, but whatever. Awesome, okay. Alright, so we're done this floor. I think we've still got 4 of those left. I think we should, I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna do another floor before we go back. I love your stream, HUD, very clean. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that. I'm always down for constructive criticism, like if there's like something, like if my mic's too loud or too soft, or if there's something up like with my camera, just anything like that. Like always, just please feel free to let me know if stuff isn't looking good, and if it's something that I can fix from home, then I am totally all over it. If we ever got a Dark Cloud 3 or a full-blown remake of one of the 2 existing games, I'd actually appreciate it if they did away with the randomly generated dungeon floors in favor of every single floor being already laid out and having easily identifiable landmarks. Yeah, I think that would probably be pretty cool, to be honest. And like, it doesn't really take away from anything, because it's still like the layout isn't super it's not super important like to surprise us with the layout, you know what I mean? Like, it's so long as the chests are still random and the enemies for the most part oh, coming at ya, buddy. Yeah. But yeah, like I would totally be fine with that as well. Like, I'd be totally fine with that. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Oh, just regular box. Okay. This time it's not gonna eat me. What do we got? Yeah. Oh my god, yes. Beautiful. And boom. Glorious. Because what do we need to build this mofo up? Attack, magic, literally all of that stuff, and then metal. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. That was silly. what? I'll take these off for now because I don't know. Build up. Wind and holy metal. Because I think that's the only thing, actually. Oh, the metal did go up a little bit. A little bit, though. So let's... And actually, yeah, I will... Actually, no. Let's do... Thunder is the lowest. No, ice was the lowest. Perfect. And the ABS on that sword's almost done as well. Fabulous. Okay. Beautiful. Truly a thing of beauty. Oh. This sword is so much better. I'm so glad I'm not using the other one anymore. No! Get away from me! Oh my god, I'm on the frickin' high ground here. There we go. There we go. Give me this. What is that? There we go. Ugh. Broken sword acquired. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to get in there unless this is literally the key. Oh my days. What are the odds? Glorious. That I was not expecting. What luck. Ooh. Sorry, my legs are very, very uncomfortable. Yes. Oh my god, let's do this. Let's build her up. I mean, let's upgrade her. Okay, let's see what we're still missing after this. So, that's good. So we need ice, wind, and holy. Oh my god, that's all we need. Ice, wind, and holy. Okay. So I'll give you these two. Fabulous. That is freaking glorious. Okay. Customize. No, he's not got anything. Let's see if anybody's got... No, so you've not got any of that. Nope. Nope. Sorry, I know I just checked these, but I couldn't remember if I found anything. Nope. Though, actually, what I'm gonna do is I might switch over to Ruby now. She's got a couple of things. So we keep remaking these games. The first game really needs the combat to be revamped. And I don't mind the combat. There are a couple of things that I would tweak, but in your opinion, what parts do you like about the combat, and what parts would you say you would want, personally speaking, to be kind of tweaked around with? Like, what's kind of your personal opinion on that? weapon upgrading and whatnot is really cool. Nothing wrong with that. What needs revamping is actually fighting the enemies. Yeah, I agree about the upgrading. The upgrading is like one of my favorite aspects of everything. So which part, like, when it comes to the fighting the enemies, which part, is it exactly that you're kind of like, like meh about, like that you think like, needs altering? Like, what about it is kind of your like, Oh, jump, girl, jump. That was what I wanted. Tiny, fuzzy little fool. His health must have been so bad. The range combat is fine. The thing that needs altering is the melee combat. Very janky, especially in the Japanese release, from what I hear. I've never actually looked at the Japanese release. Maybe I'll check out some videos, actually, some videos of it, because yeah, maybe I'll check out some videos, because I'd be interested to see kind of some of the differences and stuff. Yeah, I'd say that the melee combat could probably be like a little bit smoother, because I would definitely say that it's super smooth, like trying to attack with Ruby or Zeo or Osmond. Like I don't have much of an issue with them. It might also have to do with the fact, obviously, that you almost always would lock on to them. I don't always lock on with the guys. It's just a personal thing, though. I'm sure other people do it. But yeah, I do get what you mean. Like, it feels like, especially with how smooth it is for ranged, it definitely does feel weird that the melee just doesn't seem to compare as well. I do definitely prefer the ranged attackers as well. Another freaking power-up powder. Get out of town. Oh, I actually can, like, just straight up upgrade a weapon. Sorry about that. Don't know why I did. Satan's ring. I'm probably gonna put that into that or something. I don't know. I still need for her. Because I think it's the top one. Yeah, I think it's the top one. So, Thunder, Holy, Undead, and Witch. Has no Undead or Witch. Whatever. There's tons of witch here. 156. I wonder. Well. Let's see. The only alteration I think the range combat could use is being a bit flashier. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely get what you mean. I think that Ruby's is probably, like, the flashiest when you consider, I mean, like, literal flashiest, because it's magic. But yeah, with Zeo, she basically just stands there like, eep, ah, eep, ah, ooh, and then, like, just doing her little thing, and Osmond just sits there, Jess, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in. We are just playing a wee bit of Dark Cloud. Yeah. We are level 8, I think. Yeah, floor 8 of the Gallery of Time. Yeah, we're going back to Ruby here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Run, Osmond. I mean, fly. Wait, which one do I have on me right now? Oh, thank God it's the Jackal. For a second I thought that he had the frickin'... Damn. I think I want to go back to Ruby there. That's fine. No! Aw, dang it. Ruby, I'm sorry. Boop. There we go. Glorious. So we know where we need to go for the next floor. That is perfectly fine. Oh, jeez. His face freaks me out. Like, look at his freaking face. Like, what is that all about? When I say I'd like to see the range combat be flashier, I mean it would be cool if Zao, Ruby, and Osmond showed more emotion and character in their attacks instead of just standing there and making a noise. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. Because obviously, like, when the others, like, have their melee, I mean, they do just make noises, but they do, like, obviously, like, moves and stuff, so it is definitely slightly flashier. You go to bed now? Alright, love you. Good night. Alright, let's do this. No. Thank you. No, thank you. Wow, a map. Thank you so much. That's just brilliant. How much did that take out? Not bad. Oh, and goodbye. Item. Let's see. I wonder, can we get away with staying here for a little bit longer? Yeah, it kind of looks like we probably can. Because we've still got those 4. So yeah, you know what? Let's just let's go straight to the next floor. So why the heck not? Let's do it. Let's go straight to the next one. We still got enough items to get by here, so I think that we're gonna be alright. Face. Boom. Yes, we will just be going straight to the next. Zao should show off how young and flexible she is in her attack moves. Ruby should show off her genie powers, maybe even sex appeal, and finally Osmond should act very trigger happy. Yeah, especially the last one, I would say for sure, because like he's a little bunny rabbit, and he's very like he's clearly very adventurous. Like he does the whole like, ooh yeah, that took him out really fast. Like he was the one that came up with the idea to build that big robot. Like he seems, I don't know, he definitely, I definitely get what you mean. It's like for all of them, but especially the last one, because it's just, yeah, you would think that, like, being just this cute little, like, moon bunny rabbit, you would think that there would be more to him than... No, I don't have anything yet. Oh, no. Yeah, you'd think that there would be just, like, a wee bit more going on here. Oh, my God, of course. And there's that. No, that's fine. All right, that's fine. We'll just go the other way. We will have to do less backtracking this way anyway, so we may as well. So if we go this way first, that's totally fine. I am thinking that what I might end up doing is perhaps some, like, grinding, like, later on, or maybe even, like, during the day or something, just so that I can get some of their weapons up, and maybe get some, like, fishing done and stuff, because I feel bad, like, I don't really want to do any of that really crappy, like, boring stuff on the stream and, like, bore the absolute tits off everybody. Nobody wants to watch me just, like, grind for, like, weapons and try to catch that, like, big, stupid fish. Like, it would be cool if Ruby floats around and lets her boobs jiggle while she attacks enemies. That'd be really comedic. It would be quite, I'm sure, yeah, it would be quite comedic. To be honest, I do like the idea of her, like, floating, just because you do kind of, catch the glimpse of her, like, genie powers. It's weird, like, you don't really get the impression of her, like, you see, like, her magical rings and stuff, but you really don't get that big of an impression of her actually being a genie, other than the one time that, Sebastian, thank you for the like on the stream, welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, you don't get the impression that she's really, like, a genie the rest of the game, other than that one cutscene where she, like, floats and you get her as a friend. Where she, like, kind of floats out and is like, ah! Sebastian, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the stars. You're incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, sweetie. Thank you so much. You're the best, bud. Thank you so much. That's my first stars of the month. 250 stars. Big old welcome to March. Yeah, you are my first stars of the month, Sebastian. Let's try to get this freaking guy without letting him straight up murder me, because I'm sure that's precisely what he's gonna try to do. Oop. We'll repair that. Oh, it's just another share. Not a big deal. It's my own share. So, I don't need to thank me. I knew she'd do it. Alright, I'm guessing this is the key to the next door that I need. No? Did I already get it? Did I already get it? Let's double check. We didn't. That's a little bit weird. Huh. Don't really see how that's possible, though. There's no other rooms to go to here, though. Was that door not even a key door? Could I have opened that earlier? Did I assume that it was a key door and it's not actually a key door? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna be pretty upset. I'm not gonna be stoked with myself. Let's find out. Yep, not even a key door. All we needed was Goro. Oh, my days. Oh, what a silly goose. Okay. Dang it, Goro. Dang it! There we go. There we go. Okay, and we'll go back to Ruby. Hey, there's a place to heal! Yay! Okay, we too quick for us. Anyways, back to gushing over the Gallery of Time. Yes, absolutely. I can't stress enough how much I love the detail, whether it was intentional or not. How it's the only dungeon where the battle music doesn't play when you get close to an enemy. I never actually noticed that. Let's... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just the dungeon music. I never really thought about that. So it's just, it's just the dungeon music, and it just, like, goes, like, maybe, like, a little bit quieter. But other than that, yeah, like, it's just, you don't get the like that, yeah. That's a good spot. I did not even think about that. That's incredible, though. And, like, you know what? Like, you're right. It also adds that, like a bit of a haunting quality to it, because it's, like, it's not anymore where it's like, oh, yeah, like this is, like, an okay little area, but it's like, oh, no, now you've come across an enemy. Like, now it's getting scary. So for this one, it's like you don't even need to hear that, like, oh, you're fighting an enemy music, now it's getting scary. It's like, no, this place just is scary. Like, you don't need enemy music now. Like, now it's just, this is the music that's playing the whole time. This whole place is, like, fucking supposed to be straight up freaky. Like, get used to that idea. That's, like, you keep teaching me, like, some awesome, like, this is why I love replaying games that I have already played before, because it's, like, it really doesn't matter how many years you play the game and how many times you've played the game. Like, you're always bound to learn something new, and that's what I love. Like, that is just incredible. This game is just bananas. Paul, thanks for liking the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello to you too. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Stop shaking. Just friggin' die. Thank you. Boop. Alright. Good, mate. How's you? Doing good. Doing good. Just, saying to everybody that, just trying to relax for the night. We had the visa interview today. Everything seems to go off without a hitch. I don't want to get too cocky about it. But the woman that did my interview, like, she scanned all of my documents and stuff. Like, we chatted, did the whole shebang. And she seemed to be happy with all of the stuff that I had. She's not the one that gets to make the final decision anyway, but she seemed like everything that she asked for. She was like, yeah, this is good. And I even ended up having, like, extra stuff that isn't even mandatory. And she's like, you know what, yeah, let's just scan it all. Like, the more stuff you've got is really the better, really, because it just proves, like, how organized you are and, like, how much proof you've got, basically. So, honestly, some people have gotten lucky and gotten their answer in a couple of weeks. Some people have gotten super unlucky and gotten their answer months later, like sometimes up to like 6 months later. So hopefully that's not the case for us, but I'm not feeling as kind of freaked out and like nervous as I was yesterday before the interview. I'm feeling like a weight's come off my shoulders, obviously, because the appointment's done. Like, it's finished, and it seemed to have gone well, so at least that's over. And yeah, she made me feel quite confident, so I'm feeling pretty good about how it went, and I'm hoping that it did go well. I'm hoping that we did well. But it's been a busy day. We had to wake up early, make the drive, and oh my god, it was a lot of walking because there's like nowhere to park in London, so we had to park somewhere and then walk to the tube and then take the tube and then walk from the tube to where the thingy was. So I've got blisters all over my little friggin' trotters, and so that's a whole gong show, but I feel good. I feel good about the situation. So the blisters and the stress and the hard work has hopefully been worth it, and at the very least I feel as though we did our best. I feel as though we did our best getting all of the stuff together, so I really don't feel like there's any more we could have done. London's a pretty insane place. Yeah, it's nuts. Like, even like the place where we did end up parking is like one of the cheaper-ish places, and then like considering like that we had to take the tube and stuff as well, and it still ended up being like 18 quid for the parking. And then yeah, we had to pay for the tube, and then freaking yeah, it was just a whole thing. But yeah, it was all worth it. Another good thing about the Gallery of Time, all of the torches give off a purple flame as if to signify corruption. Yeah, I do like the purple flame. And I think my favorite thing about it is that, yeah, like it goes from being like super, super decrepit to like starts like improving like every single floor. I love that. Like as a kid, I thought that was freaking bananas. Like I just thought that was incredible. Up to the British government to say yes or no. I guess be pretty stupid to deny your visa. Yeah, Alex was saying as well, he's like, you know what, like I'm a British citizen, I've been one my entire life, like I've been born and raised here. He's like, all they really should do is like really be looking at my pay slips and looking at how much money I make and how much I pay in taxes, and then thinking to themselves, okay, well, if we deport this woman, this tax-paying citizen's gonna go with her, so maybe let's not do that. Like, because he's going to be an electrician too, and like obviously they always want people in the trades, and yeah, they want people that are gonna pay as much taxes as possible, so that was his argument for it, and I was like, you know what, like actually that's not terrible. And then of course like our son is a British citizen, so like, and I pay taxes too, so it's like that's like 3 people that like, you know, haven't broken the law or really done anything overly sketch. So yeah, it would be stupid, and I would hope that they wouldn't, and I can't off the top of my head think of a reason why they would. I think just applying for a visa in general is always just a very nerve-wracking thing for me, because it's like, I obviously love my husband or I wouldn't have married him, and it's just kind of a scary thought knowing that there's this person that's never met either of us just sitting kind of in this like office that could basically just look at our stuff and be like just nitpick and decide like, oh, they, I don't know, signed the date wrong, or they did this, or they did that, so like, you know what, like visa denied, and then the onus would be on us to pay for a like appeal and all that sort of thing. So it's like it's just scary knowing that someone could just decide like, yeah, deport her, and like then me and Alex would be separated and stuff, and then I'd have to wait to bring him over to Canada, and it'd be a whole thing. It's just a scary concept to me, but obviously I hope that wouldn't happen. But I'm a worrywart, and I know that I am. I know that I'm a massive worrywart, and I really shouldn't be. But it is what it is, isn't it? I must hold here, or those devils would invade your castle. They can be a-holes, but it's rare that they will remove a mom from her child. Yeah, that's another thing as well, is it's like, I got accepted for a youth mobility visa, like to come and live here when all I gave them was, hi, I'm under 30, I've got the money to do this, I don't have a job lined up, but I do know where I'm gonna live, and it's like, I had nothing here, and then they accepted me when I was like, hey, like, I live in a rented apartment, but like, I have a husband here, and I have a job, so like, please let me stay, even though the job was like, not, like, it's over minimum wage, but like, not anything like super skilled or anything, and now I'm saying to them, hey, so like, I'm not employed, but my husband makes enough money to support the both of us, and also I'm a stay-at-home mom to my child who is also a British citizen like his father, and my husband and I have now been together for like even more years, and we're still living in the same place, like, kind of thing. So it's just like our relationship and our family just become even more cemented in this country. So I would hope that they'd look at it and be like, well, like, she's got more like going on for her in this country now than she even did before, so like, maybe like, let's not like destroy this woman's life. You'll be fine. Yeah, I think so too. I don't want to get too cocky about it, but I am feeling a lot more confident, and like I said, the woman that helped me actually like do the thing, she was so nice, and she seemed really like happy with all the stuff that I gave her, if you get me. Like, she'd be like, oh, like, you need this, and I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I've got blah blah blah, and she'd be like, oh, okay, great, like she seemed happy with my answers for everything, and she seemed to feel as though the paperwork that I brought was like above and beyond what they even required. So I was like, yeah, like, I walked out of it feeling really confident. Stop bloody worrying. I know. I'm sorry. This is brutal. I don't know what my problem is. And I know that there's that whole saying, like, when you worry about something happening, if it like happens, like, you've basically suffered through it twice. And I think that saying makes a lot of sense. Like, I'm pretty sure it's way more eloquent than what I just said. Like, I don't know, when you worry, you suffer twice, or something like that. I don't remember. It's a nice quote, and honestly, it does. It makes a lot of sense. I know that I basically just torture myself. I don't know what my deal is. I have issues. I've come to terms with that. I've got problems. Just a worry wart. But once I do, knock on wood, hopefully get my visa, once I do, I won't have to worry about it again for another 2.5 years. I can worry about other things. Yay! Logic brain says it will be good. Anxiety brain may not listen until the decision is known, but is now out of your hands. You've done all you can, and your case to stay is good. Yes, exactly. You read me like a frickin', like a novel, like an absolute novel, because yeah, that's exactly it. Like, once I get the decision, I'll be like, oh, I knew that they were gonna let me stay, ha 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 ha, like, we've done a great job, blah blah blah. But like, right now, I'm like, just a frickin', right now I'm just a frickin' nervous wreck. And I know I shouldn't be. Listen here, you jackwagon. But yeah, you're completely right as well. It's like, it's out of my hands. There's nothing I can do. I like to point out there's a cutscene where the Fairy King and Seta act like they know each other. But then there's the memory where Seta talks about the West having a powerful wizard. I wonder if there could be a connection there. Yeah, they do say about knowing each other, don't they? Fair, yeah. Yeah, I do wonder about that as well. I think the Fairy King is more of a like, cause he seems more like a guardian fairy though, than like, and because it seems like he's trying to actually like save save like this area, because we're in the west, aren't we? And it's the, was it the, what does it say? What does it say for the story of East King? Okay, so I guess, yeah, I think, yeah, I feel like he's more like, Mom, thanks for liking the stream, welcome in. I think that he's more like just benevolent, or however the heck you refer to it as, like when they're just kind of like meh, like they don't normally interfere. Like he seems like the kind of guy that just does not normally interfere. But I definitely would like love to know how they know each other. Like I wonder, yeah, I wonder like what it is, like how it is they could possibly know each other. Let's see, what do we need to build up again? Ice, wind, and holy, and I've only got ice. Let's give you some more magic as well. May as well. Hold up. Oh, we don't need any more ice. Awesome. So we just need wind and holy. Cool. Alright, well, you know what? Attack, magic, fire, wind, holy. Undead and flying. Don't think we have any flying at the moment. We do not. Wait, wait, if we only need fire, wind, and holy, yeah, so she doesn't need thunder. So I don't know why I gave her thunder. Yeah, and then we only have one undead, no flying. So I suppose what we can do is we'll use Zeo right now. Yeah, I would love to know like how exactly it is that they know each other. Like what is his relationship to the Fairy King? Like how do they even know each other? I guess the pitch dark key. Oh. We're gonna need this dude. Yeah, I think we'll level up Zeo until we don't have any more stuff to do her weapons anymore, because we've no longer got stuff to do Towen's weapons unless I actually buy things. I'm trying not to spend any money at the moment just because I want to try and get that trophy where it's like you get like a certain amount of money. I don't actually... Ew, what is this guy doing? So he turns his back, but then he like keeps coming towards me. It's like he's trying to like grind his like weird flat card booty up on me. Like it's super, super weird. One praise I must sing about this game is that for as bad as the story can be, the Dark Genie is actually a really good villain. Yeah. I like that he's basically like, he's just evil for the sake of being evil. Like, he's not here, like, it's not like, he's literally just like, hey, what's up? Like, I am an evil villain. Like, that's it. It's like, he's not got any other motives other than like, I'm evil. Like, get used to it, basically. Just, that one's gonna be done soon. Yeah, we still got plenty of time. Ooh, actually, let's check our items here, because I think we're out of doodads, the little blah blah blah. So we're gonna have to leave again and then come back because we've got no more repair powders. Boom. Oh, my poor legs. Leave the dungeon. Temporary rarely. Okay, let's just, let's sell and buy some items, shall we? So, oh wow, we've got a bunch of money as well, so let's get rid of this. And maybe I'll keep some of those, but I will get rid of this and this and that. And actually, I'm probably gonna put this. Within the first few seconds of us being introduced, he immediately forced some guy just because he felt like it. Then, not even 2 minutes later, we see him destroy an entire continent. Yeah, exactly. He's just like, meh. He's like, this is what I do. Like, hello, I'm the Dark Genie, and I like to commit horrifying acts of evil. How do you do? Like, what's up? This is me, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we're gonna check some items in. I don't think we need any of that stuff. I think we just need to check it. So let's... Oh wow, that is like literally the minimum amount here. Alright, let's see. Wow, we've got tons of potato cakes. I think I needed to keep those because I think those in particular were quite good for... Wait a second. Oh, poopies. Okay. Looks like... I think I'm probably going to want to get rid of one of these and maybe one of these. But I will put that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Glorious. Cool. Alright, so that's all done. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep all that still. And this. Yeah, let's just make sure everybody's like, ooh, and we need a dragon's feather as well. Then it turns out it wasn't even the real one who did all this shit. It was really just Rat that absorbed the genie's power, and that the real one is exponentially more powerful. Like, holy shit, this is a threatening villain. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it makes it feel like there's so much more to lose once you figure out that that asshole was just a rat with a bit of power. It's like, oh my god, like, wait, seriously? It's like, holy crap, like, you can't seriously be telling me right now that that a-hole, like, was just a rat with, like, a little bit of magic power. Like, it does. It makes it so much more ominous. But yeah, there's, like, so much more to lose after that. No, wait, I wanted to check in. I'm checking some items. Okay, so I'm gonna want that water, actually. But other than that, dee-doo. Yeah, we're good, for sure. Now I'm gonna buy some stuff. But yeah, it does. It makes you realize that there's like so much more to lose. It's like crazy town. Okay, go for that. Then 2 more of these. Let's check in some more items. So we're gonna give him these 2 gold billions. How much have we got now? Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Perfect. That's pretty cool. That is definitely more than I've probably ever had, to be perfectly honest. Alrighty. Now let's save the game again and go straight back in. And keep in mind that a rat who absorbed the genie's power was able to destroy an entire continent. Could you imagine what abomination would have been created if a fucking grizzly bear was corrupted? Yeah, that's actually, like, that's a very good point. Like, what if it had been like a completely different animal that snuck in there. Like, again, like a rat, really? Yeah, it seems like, yeah, there would have been so much more to lose if that had been the case. All right, 151 years ago. And I think I'm out of coffee. Yeah, I am. Okay. Well, on to water it is then. All right, we're bringing it back to Zao. I'm gonna try and get her Super Steve up. Thank you. Just so I can use it as a thingy on her. Let's see. I'm gonna try and use it as a synth sphere. Probably gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass having to switch every single time, but oh well. Oh, what's this? What's this all about? Pumped with energy. Okay, interesting. Pitch dark key. Glorious. Alright. I'm so sorry if this is like super annoying. Actually, screw it. I'm not going to keep doing that. It's going to annoy the crap out of me. I'll just have to train those another time. Even then, these are just animals being corrupted with the genie's power, so the real one will always be more powerful. Imagine what the real genie could do if he wanted. Like, I have no problem believing he's a universal level threat. I know, right? Yeah, like, exactly. Like, this guy... The only reason why he attacked the East is because he was just there already. Like, it's just that was it. Like, he just decided, like, oh, okay. So it's like, yeah, like he could look at them. Oh my god, you a-holes. But yeah, it's just like it's literally like everything that he's done so far has just been because he was bored and like it was there. But like once he starts actually putting his mind to stuff, like that is like a frightening like magical being right there. Screw you, Joker. Stop turning around. Right. Now you're dead. Okay, what have we got over here? What's this? Oh, cool. Alright. Well, it's not terrible. It's actually not bad at all. Okay. Oh, no. I was gonna... Okay. I don't know why I did that. Oopsies. Yeah, there's the flames. Look at how much nicer the carpet's starting to get as well. Like, there's still a lot of holes, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's starting to look a lot better. Nope, that's an Osmond issue. Alright. Quickly, and then back to Zao! Seems like it's been all cards this time. Not that I'm complaining, because I do like them. It's not like I don't like them, but yeah. And this, I think, was the first. This is the first time that I'm remembering that I've seen the club, actually. There's nothing really down here other than this empty So we'll just go down there. Oh. Hell, look at what Toan and company have to do to permanently kill it. They have to go back in time and stop him from even existing in the first place because they have no hope of ever actually defeating him directly. Yeah, and you really gotta think, like you gotta really think about the fact as well that Flog, or however you say his name, like, he had to literally do, like, just to wake the guy up, like, the effort and power that must have gone into trapping the genie in the first place in that effing urn. They needed to do a god knows how long, like, ancient, like, blood dance or something with, like, this big freaking group of people, and then they all straight up died. Like, they all died, bringing this guy back to life. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just nuts. And it's like, what made this guy honestly think that, like, somebody that needs this much power just to wake them up? So, like, if that was to wake them up, like, how much power must it have been to put him in the urn in the first place? Like, I cannot believe that this fucking self-important douchebag thought to himself, hey, I can wake this guy up and I'll control him. Like, really? That's what you think? That's what you think? Really? Really? Seriously? That's what you think? Asshole. Like, absolute asshole. Alright, I think we're gonna switch to Ruby again. Because we've not got anything now for Zayo. Douche canoe. Exactly. Douche canoe. Absolute douche canoe. Like, it's just what possessed this guy to fucking think. Like, Thunder and Holy. Undead and Witch. You know what? Actually, let's give you both of the Thunder. And is... Oh, her attack's not even at the highest it can possibly go, either. That's fine. Ooh. What was it at before? Yeah, holy. So let's do... Actually, you know what? We will keep this on. Paul, thank you for the 13 stars. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are my second star sender of the month. Because today is the 1st of March. Oh, the destruction ring can go up now. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Let's put a bit more speed on you, my friend. A wee bit more speed. And what do you have on you? Customize. Oh, speed. Yeah, I'll be taking that as well. Customize. Dealy-doo. Because, yeah, I don't think... Nope. First was yesterday for me. Oh, yes, okay, yeah, because you're ahead. So for me, yeah, for me, it is 10:10 p.m. on the 1st. That is what it is for myself. So, I got 250 from my little brother, who is adorable and fantastic, and I've gotten the 13 from you, so you guys are my two 1st star senders of March, which I'm like super excited about. Oh my god, my poor foot. Oh, my poor foot. Oh my days. I'm gonna take these out. Actually, I'm not gonna. Yeah, 3863. Oh my days. He's got endurance and speed. Should I keep it on the jackal? Yeah, because I think I'm gonna... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we'll do Ruby first, though. Oh, wait, no! Customize, thank you. Do I know I'm gonna do that. I want these. I want this. Thank you very much. That's what I wanted. I wanted this. Upgrade. Thank you. All the stars you have, you must have like $3 now. Yes. Yeah. That it should be about that now. That's quite close, I think. That's quite close, which is pretty damn good for my first day of the month. Getting paid $3 to play a game that I love. Also, while me and a buddy were discussing improvements to the story of Dark Cloud, we had talked about an easy way to make the genie even more intimidating would be to establish that back during Seta's time, there were many races inhabiting Blue Terra, but when the Dark Genie went on his initial destructive rampage, after being birthed from Seta, he genocided everyone except for the moon people and the humans. Once again, not canon, but something me and my pal came up with. Yeah, that actually is quite interesting, like, because especially, yeah, because the our genie here, she's the only one that we meet, other than the Dark Genie, and obviously, like, Zeo. I guess Zeo technically counts as a different race because she was a cat that just got turned into, like, a human. But, like, I wonder if at any point that was, like, normal, because Seta just gives Toan this, like, random, like, shape-shifting potion like it's nothing. $3 total since the stars were turned on. No, actually, I have made a little over 100 pounds now, which I'm, like, super stoked about. Everybody's been super, like, supportive and loving, and yeah, like, it's been crazy. Everybody's been so generous. I was joking. I'm sorry, I'm not good at tone with typing. I'm not even really good at tone, like, in person, to be honest. And sometimes people need to point things out to me, which is fine. It's not. It used to be a lot more embarrassing for me, but it's not anymore. Yeah, I'm not great at tone. I'm sorry. I completely missed that. It went directly over my head. Directly over my head. I'm wondering how the exchange is going to work, though, as well, because everything is done in American dollars. So I'm wondering what exchange rate they will use. We need the option to actually chat to you sometimes so you can pick up the humor. Yeah, I'm kind of brutal for that. Sorry. I swear to God, I do have a good sense of humor. And I'm just, it's just difficult for me to pick stuff up sometimes. I don't know why that is. Yes, there they are. Boom! Put the hands on the clock face. Let's go! Especially Aussie humor. My father-in-law, and stepmother-in-law and my two brothers-in-law lived in Australia for a while. So they've got a handle on it. But I've never been. My husband went to go visit them when they did live there, because obviously they live back here now. But yeah, it's definitely still for me. Oh, this place is getting nicer. Look at that, see? And that fountain's going. It's a whole thing. All right, let's do you. It's hella hard to pick up tone in text. Can relate. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, and even just in person sometimes, like, Alex will be like, I was being sarcastic, and I'm like, okay. Or I'll just, like, straight up lie, and I'll be like, I knew that. And it's like, you just hear friggin', like, a voiceover in my head going, she did not know that. That was a lie. Who's the guy that does the voices in Arrested Development, the, like, voiceover in that? It'd be that guy. She claimed, but she did not. She did not know that. And it would make sense that there were many more races that existed during Setta's time, because Setta's memories have a very Lord of the Rings vibe going on, as I believe I've said before. You can also see what looks to be an orc in the background of one of them. I'll have to double check that, actually, because I do remember you saying that. Us Aussies have an exceptionally dry sense of humor, as well as a very dark sense as well, just the way we are. Yeah, I know, I do know what you mean. I'm definitely not a stranger to gallows humor. I try to make sure, like, that it's like the right audience though for my gallows humor, because it's one of those things where it's like, obviously because I've like dealt with and dealing with like mental health issues and stuff, like sometimes the best thing to do is like I just joke about it, but sometimes people don't get it, and I find that other people that also have mental health issues usually like understands me more, because sometimes, and especially like if I've like joked about it with like, especially in high school with like a social worker or whatever, and I'm like ho 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 ho, and then I'll just jump off a cliff, and they're like, what? And I'm like, no, like you don't, I'm not really saying that, like I promise, like it's not, it's like just because it's like what's that saying, gallows humor is only funny when you're in the gallows, otherwise it's just a part of the execution. Lordy Lou, when your default voice is basically your sarcastic tone. I have to clarify with so many people, I was being sarcastic, whoops. Just the way we are, yeah. The worst people are the ones that don't get mental health and tell you off for making jokes. Those people are the worst. And it's like, yeah, it's different if it's somebody that is also suffering that's like, oh, that wasn't funny. I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry. Like, I get it. You don't treat your stuff this way. Like, I get it. But for me, it keeps me sane to just laugh at myself. Like, it keeps me a lot saner. But like when it's like people that don't actually deal with that stuff and they're like, that's not funny. And it's like, yes, it is, Mac. Like, it's freaking hilarious. You just don't get it. Like, I hate to break it to you, but I'm super funny. Like, not really, obviously, but you know. But yeah, it's one of those, like, if I don't laugh, I'll cry. Ha! Oh, you feel depressed? Go for a walk. You will feel better. No, I won't. I suffer from depression and anxiety. This part doesn't count as like it's a disorder, not actual mental health, but obviously it contributes like to the mental health. Is like I've got ADHD, and I have what constitutes as, so obviously a lot of people think of OCD as like, oh, this person needs to be clean, they need to be organized, or like they, like, I don't know, and they wash their hands constantly. But there's different, obviously, like sectors of OCD, like there's different types of OCD, and I have what's referred to as harm OCD, and it's not necessarily like to do with like it's not always necessarily to do with self-harm. It's like thinking about like harm coming to others, and sometimes getting intrusive thought, not sometimes, always pretty much getting intrusive thoughts to do with that. So I deal with those quite well now. Therapy is awesome, and I always recommend it to anybody that thinks that they might need it. But yeah, the OCD and the ADHD contributed heavily to underlying depression and anxiety issues, and made them like way worse. But I work pretty hard to try and like maintain the facade that I am a normal human unit. So yeah, I do all right. I did a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy, all that jazz, but obviously there's no such thing as a cure, but I do my best. Gave up on therapy, made me feel worse, not better. I enjoyed therapy quite a bit when I was in Canada. I didn't mind it when I moved to the UK. It didn't feel quite the same. Like, it wasn't. I had a really good bond with my psychiatrist, and when I came here, they had like weird rules of like how they like to go about things, and they weren't open to giving me like a personal psychiatrist. They wanted me to do group therapy, and I was like, that sounds like a fucking nightmare. So I did it anyway because I was like I'll try it out. And then the group therapy ended, and then they basically just like released me out into the world like a friggin' baby bird that they had nursed and basically thrown back out into the backyard. And I was like, this is fantastic, I guess. But yeah, I'd say that I haven't been stoked about the therapy here, but I mean, like, what are you gonna do? It's not, I can't friggin', I'm not even a friggin' citizen of this country. I don't really get to complain about it. Never done group therapy. Well, I gotta say, if you've got social anxiety, it's a fucking nightmare. Like, it's absolutely, like, one of the worst experiences I've ever dealt with in my life. They were like, oh, you've got depression, you should totally go to group therapy. I'm like, I have depression and social anxiety. Like, well, anxiety with, like, social anxiety added into it. I was like, so, like, that sounds like a fucking nightmare. Also, several years ago, I came up with a theory that connects Dark Cloud 1 and Dark Cloud 2, and I won't go over it here because it's too long, but it has to do with making the Dark Genie more terrifying. That's pretty cool, though. Like, it's cool that you're still, like, coming up with, like, stuff, like, in your head, like, about the story and, like, all that stuff, because it's, like, it seems like the game's, like, really touched you on, like, a personal level, which is fantastic, because it's like, I feel that way about this game too, probably not, like, quite as deeply. I think for me, that deep feeling is probably towards Legend of Dragoon, but, like, clearly, like, it's like this game's, like, very close to your heart, which is really good. Like, I love it when a video game does that for me. You shouldn't joke about that. I live this life, my dude, and it is how I get by. Like, there are things that we can change and reframe to help tackle our individual struggles, but humor is how we connect with other folk who live with these things. Yes, exactly. Oh my god. Like, there's been so many times, like, I won't necessarily say who, but, like, a friend of ours, like mine and my husband, that, like, he makes jokes like that, and, like, some of our other friends are like, oh my god, like, what's the matter with you? And, like, meanwhile, I'll be the only one laughing. I'm like, haha, I get you, my friend, like, that was hilarious. And it's like, everyone's like, oh my god, like, well, like, do we need to do something about this? And it's like, no, you don't understand. Like, this guy is hilarious. Like, you just don't get it. Never done group therapy. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck it so much. It's bad. It's not bad. There's people that it works for, and I totally get that. But telling somebody with depression and anxiety and, like, just the whole friggin', like, mix up, it's just a melting pot of inefficiency in my brain, like, basically saying, like, hey, go to group therapy. I basically just sat there the whole time thinking, like, please don't make me talk. Please don't make me talk. And it was like, when they did that thing where they, like, go around the circle, and it got to me, I was like, this, like, I was thinking in my head one thing, and then because I couldn't think of what I actually wanted to say, like, I don't even remember what they asked. It was like, oh, what do you want to accomplish while you're here? And as it started getting closer to me, I was thinking, oh my god, this is a fucking nightmare. But because it was my turn to talk, I, like, said it out loud. Like, not, like, because it was just, like, I couldn't think of what to say. So, like, the words in my brain came out my mouth. And I just kind of sat there, like, well, that's out there. Like, can't take those words back. That's a bit late for that. Dark Cloud 2 is probably my favorite game of all time. I'm definitely gonna have to try it out, because for me, Dark Cloud 1 is, like, incredible, and I think that maybe I didn't give Dark Cloud 2 enough of a chance. I don't think that I gave Dark Cloud 2 enough of a chance, to be honest, because I was so attached to Dark Cloud 1 that, like, when it wasn't quite what I was expecting, like, I expected it to be more of a sequel, like, and less of a, like, because obviously it is a sequel to an extent, but clearly it's not that much of a sequel, or they would have called it Dark Cloud 2 in other places as well, because, like, in the UK and, like, most other places, I think that North America is the only place that they called it Dark Cloud 2, because it's called Dark Chronicle here, So it's like they clearly didn't see it as much of a sequel. So it didn't feel that much like a sequel. And so, but I don't think that I gave it a good enough chance. So I definitely think that I do need to try it again and give it a proper chance this time. Yeah, I for sure have to give it a better chance. It certainly deserves one. I've heard, like, that's the thing, is I've heard nothing but good things about Dark Cloud. Like, I know that lots of people have their preferences over, like, it's either 1 or 2, but like my preference is 1, mostly because of the fact that I never really played 2, and yeah, I definitely, they missed an opportunity there. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I definitely don't think that I gave it enough of a chance, and I think that now that I'm a bit older, a bit wiser, and like a bit more aware that like, okay, we need to not just go into this assuming that it's gonna be like a sequel, that it's gonna be the same as this game, like treat it almost like a new game. First game, Dark Cloud. Second game, Darker Cloud. Or, because it's a sequel, instead of Dark Cloud, it's Dark Clouds, like plural, because it's a sequel, because it's 2. Yeah. Yeah. Or Darker Clouds. Either way, hilarious. It would have been full of hilarity. But yeah, I definitely don't think that I gave it, yeah, Black Cloud, or like, it makes it sound like it's just a cloud, like something eloquent to describe just like the whole sky being like, I mean, I guess that could constitute as 1 cloud if the whole sky was like completely black. Acquired a castle. Okay, let's see. So let's go to the parts. Actually, I think. Nice. Okay, so the deal. So let's watch this one. You want the power to win this day? I can give it to you. Oh, we're gonna have that memory done in a moment, actually. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 5 more memories after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've already got 7 done. Holy titties. Holy titties. Alright, let's do this. Oh wait, no. I was gonna... Okay, do not touch yet. Items. Let's see what we got going on here. So, it looks like... we have still got plenty, like plenty. Oh my god, why do we have so much freaking holy water and stuff? Yowza. Cool, so I'll put those away actually, and then I guess just sell the rest. Wait, what needed? Who needed wind? Somebody needed wind. Was it Toem? Yep. Wind and holy. Actually, I think so did Zeo. flying, wind, holy, attack magic. Wind and magic. Ruby, what do you need? Oh, we're quite close to bringing that up to a +4. Glorious. One thing that always bugged me about this game's story is who the hell was that rogue figure that cursed Seta in the first place? I think that it was just some random from the other side that wanted the war to be done even more quickly. I think that he knew that the power would be way too much for Seta. I think that he knew that eventually... Oh, you get thirsty quicker. Interesting. Yeah, I think that he knew, or had, at the very least, had a pretty good idea as to what was going to happen, and he just wanted the war to end. So he was like, you know what, like, let's kill ya. Screw you. That's right. Do one. Yeah, I think that he was probably from the other side. Made Seta think that he was from his side. And, yeah, I think that he just wanted his country to win. Either that, or he might have even been... He might have even been from Seta's side, but again, just wanted the war to end. So he was like, you know what, like, maybe thought that it would just kill the king, didn't think that it would actually destroy the country, like, who knows? Well, the devs might know. They might know. Thunder and holy. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We are super close. Just need to level this bad boy up one more time. Actually, I could probably just... yeah, we're gonna keep doing this. That's fine. Yeah, I'll do that. I forgot that we had one of these. Thank you. Glorious. Glorious. Another freaking potato cake. Glorious. Okay. But yeah, I think it should be soon for Ruby. Look at how much nicer these carpets look. Like, again, still a bit holy, but not as holy as they were before. Let's see. Sayo, I need you to jump. Jump, girl, jump! Alright, and back to Ruby. Do you plan on playing through the Demon Shaft on stream? Yes, absolutely. So I've never played through the Demon Shaft before. I didn't realize it was a thing until I was older. So, yeah, I've never played through it, but I'm going to for sure. I'm very excited to play it on stream. Freaking eat that, little demon. But yeah, for sure, I'll defeat the final boss, and then start the Demon Shaft pretty much straight away, because one of the things is I also want to try and get everybody to like final weapons, so I feel like that'll be a good start, like, well, not a good start, but like I think that'll be a good idea to do that. Oh god, Ruby, no, there we go. Yeah, for sure, and I'm really looking forward to it. Sure it'll be quite difficult since I've never done it before, but I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be a good experience. towing out so that he can open up this bad boy. Ooh, nice. I think that finishes up this one. Glorious. Okay, so let's watch that. Boom! I'm feeling kind of odd right now, so I think I'm going to leave the stream for a bit, but I'll come back later. Don't want to miss the final boss. Just so you know, I'm not going to be online for very much longer because I've had like a super long day and I'm absolutely exhausted. But I will not be defeating the final boss today for sure. Like it'll be sometime next week anyway. But yeah, I don't think I'll be on here for too much longer because I'm absolutely knackered. Like just super tired. Yeah. The game feels a little grindy. It's so it's like the levels that we're going through, we're creating this guy's memories. It's a little bit different when you're rebuilding the towns and stuff, so it seems slightly less grindy when you're doing the towns. But for right now, because you're not seeing like tangibly what we're getting back, it's not. Yeah. Just finish up now. It's all good. Go to sleep and feel better. You do have a bit of a point. I don't know if I look as shitty as I feel. I think I might do, actually, because I think I'll finish up this little area first, though. But yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll finish the other area after. I mean, I'll finish up this area next week. I'll probably do a longer stream. But yeah, it's just, yeah, I'm just absolutely, I don't know if I look as tired as I feel, but yeah, we've been up since pretty early in the morning because we had to make the long drive to London. Ooh. John, thank you so much for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, I think since that last one was a Zao one, I'm sure this is probably a Osmond one. Yep, of course it is. Okay. So we'll go back to Ruby. Yeah, my PlayStation's actually making some like streaming is yay, taking care of yourself and getting rested is more yay. Yeah, I really wanted to come online tonight anyway to just kind of like, because gaming is relaxing to me, but it was more of a like unwind before bed sort of thing, so I definitely do need to go to sleep maybe earlier than I normally do, but this has been a really good way to just kind of get settled for my actual sleeping. Fine, I'll give you something to drink. Calm yourself. But yeah, there's after today I've got a massive weight lifted off my chest now as well, so I think I'll be able to focus on a lot of stuff more going forward, because now I'm just waiting on the answer. I don't have any more work that I can put into it. I don't have to organize any more stuff, really. Ah! No! Oh my god. Oh my days. Everybody get away from me. They teamed up on me. What the hell was that? Oh my god. Get some rest. We all voted. Go to bed. Get some rest. Feel better. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys looking out for me, since apparently I can't do that myself. I don't know what my problem is. I've got issues. But I appreciate you guys all looking out for me. So yeah, we'll call this my last level for tonight. Just because I don't want to have to redo the level. I'm too lazy for that. don't want to deal with that. See, I'll finish. I just want you better for Outer Worlds. Fair. You know what? That's fair. Outer Worlds isn't until Wednesday though, so you still got a bit of time for that. Cause yeah, tomorrow's Borderlands with me and Alex. So Alex will be awake tomorrow as well, so you'll be able to harass him a little bit, cause he'll be awake and with me. I'm probably going to use, like, the money that we've gotten so far, the stars that we've gotten so far, once I get them, I'm going to use them to get one of those chat links, so that way you guys will be able to hear Alex and potentially my friend Ben as well anytime he plays with us on Borderlands. So you'll be able to hear them chatting in the background too, hopefully. And I'm hoping to get a slightly better headset, something that doesn't make it feel like my glasses are trying to like burrow through my skull and into my like gray matter. So that's kind of the next step. Oh, I will. Yeah, I will be totally fine for Outer Worlds. I can guarantee you that. I'm very excited to get that Parvati love story going. Get her and our girl Junlei, get them together. They're so cute. I just want to like, it's like when you're a tiny like child and you like bang your Barbies or your like action figures together, like they're like smooching, like you're like, you guys are in love. That's kind of what I want to do to Parvati and Junlei. I just want to like pick them up and be like, love each other, which they're already doing pretty well on their own, to be honest. They need to make a Parvati DLC. I know, right? Just like all Parvati all the time. She's incredible. She's just delightful. Alright, you guys. You win. I guess I win, though, too, because I'm super, super tired. So, smash them together. Exactly. Like sweet little dolls. Oh, why do my ribs hurt? Why do parts of me hurt? So upsetting. Alright, let's see. Weapons. No, those are fine. Boom. Yep, those are fine. Fine. Prepare. Oh, thank you so much for the stars. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. You are the bomb. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for looking out for me and telling me to stop, well, being kind while telling me to stop being a fucking idiot. Because, yeah, I think I kind of needed to hear that. Just take care of yourself and go the fuck to sleep. Because I definitely need to. So we're just gonna buy some items. Actually, we might not even need to buy them, I think. Sell that. And oh my titties. Alright, so we'll go to this, that. I'll keep those. Aw, you guys are the best. I love you guys. Okay, we're gonna check in items. What do we got? What do we got here? What do we got? I thought I had water in here. I guess I don't. Okay. I'm gonna sell one of those. And then, let's see. Stephanie Young, thank you so much for the like on the stream. We're actually just about to leave here, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. We are just getting some stuff ready for selling, so that I can get out of here and go to bed. I've been told I've been told. Rightfully so. I've been told that I need to go to bed. Oh, dear Lord, let's see. Boom. Alright. I'm gonna have to check these in. But what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Let's get rid of one of these, actually. And... possibly one of these. So we can put in... Oh, actually, you know what? You can stay in there. That's awesome. We did have enough room. We did have enough room! Yay! And then I could just sell that, I think. Yep. Alright. I'm just gonna sell you this bad boy. Glorious. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm so sorry. I'm taking forever, but I will. I promise I'm leaving. I'm leaving and then I'm going to sleep. Saving completed. Alright. I'm listening to my kind friends, my kind followers. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the stars and the shares and the chatting and just coming in here and hanging out with me and telling me to stop fucking playing the game and just go to bed, because clearly I need it. Clearly you guys can tell a lot better than I can, and sometimes all I need is just that little push, and you gave it to me. So yes, Paul, I will see you guys in Borderlands tomorrow. I will not be late coming in. I will just be my usual. It'll be back to my usual time. I should be streaming to my usual time as well, so like 11:30. And then, yeah, the rest of the week is going to be the same schedule as usual. So Borderlands, Outer Worlds, Skyrim, 3 Days of Dragon Age, and then we'll be back to this again on Monday. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. I really, really, truly appreciate it. I love you all. Have, depending on what time of the day it is, have a good day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time of day it is for you guys. And thank you so much again. I really appreciate you. I will see you